In our last lesson, we covered how to create an Android virtual device, an AVD. In this lesson, we will cover how to create a basic Android Studio project. Now, when you start Android Studio, it can come up in one of two ways. You'll be presented with a dialog such as you see on the screen right now. It can present you with the recent projects that you are working on, and then also off to the right, things that you can do other than opening up a recent project. Now, if you had been working on a recent project and you had closed the project, this is how it would come up the next time. Had you been working on a previous project and not closed the project before you closed Android Studio, it would actually go straight to Android Studio automatically opening the project you were working on before. In this case, I had been working on a project called Hello World, but I closed it, and when I reopened Android Studio, I received this screen. What I want to do now is start a brand new Android Studio project. So off to the right, you can see there's an option at the very top of the list, Start a new Android Studio project. That's the one we want to select, so let's do so. The first dialog that we are presented with is the application name, and this is going to be called Hello Android. The company domain I will keep as a default. The project location is basically the default Android Studio projects location with the project name appended to it. The next dialog is the form factors screen. This is where we can choose which type of device that we are targeting our applications to run on. Right now, I just want to target the phone and the tablet, so I will just leave that selected. I also have off to the right here a choice of APIs. I could target a more common platform to be more compatible with more devices, but since we're just trying to demonstrate what Android Studio can do, I will keep it up pretty high using Android 5.0, which is a lollipop. Let's select Next. This is where we are prompted with what type of activity do we actually want to work with. We can use a blank activity with a fragment, and then more complex activities such as Google Maps activity, login activities. We also have the Google Play Services activity, navigation drawer, and so forth. Right now, I just want to create a real basic activity for demonstration purposes. So I will select the blank activity and then Next. Since this is my activity that feeds into the application, I will keep it called main activity, which is pretty standard. The layout matching that is going to be activity_main. That's the common way to name your layouts. The title, that's the one thing I will change. I don't want the title to be called main activity. I like something more like Hello Android, just a little bit more fun. And then we have the menu resource name, which again, standard naming convention, I will keep as menu_main. I will now finish this. At this time, Android Studio is taking care of creating an Android project for us. When it's done, everything will load up and we will be presented with the list of layouts. Off to the left, you'll see the structure of the application itself, the app area, which contains the manifest, then Java files, resources, and so forth. Off to the middle, you can see the actual image of the device that we currently have selected that we will be working with. It gives us a choice of the layouts we want to use, frame layout versus relative and grid and so forth. The widgets that we can drop in there. Off to the right, we can see the component tree structure, which is really cool. When I select text view, I can see the components of how this is laid out. But if I also want to see the device itself, I have that option by selecting preview. I could actually be making modifications here and have the changes be displayed here off to the right in real time. That's really a nice feature. I'm going to change this, by the way, to Nexus 10. Go back to design view. Maybe shrink this down a bit there, and then enlarge our device. At this time, I'm just going to show you how easy it is to drop a widget in, grab a button. Right now, I know I'm dead center in the layout. Let's go back to text just for a second. Now, if I enlarge this a bit, it's called New Button. This is what I was talking about. This is so cool. As I modify this, I can see it in real time. Hello, right there. I'll save it even though I don't have to right now. If I back off just a bit, go to design view, maybe zoom in a bit, we can see the change immediately. We've just created our first Android Studio project. In our next session, we will actually tie that into some code real quick and then demonstrate how to run it.